My name is Ashley A.G. Griffin, and today I'm going to show you how to create a functional student calendar. Okay, now before we jump into this presentation, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about myself. I've been a nurse since 2009, and all of my areas of clinical focus are maternal child and nursing education. I have a master's degree in nursing education. I'm the practical nursing department chair at Antonelli College, the Hattiesburg campus. I'm also an instructor and an instructor trainer for Hurst Review Services. And if you're unfamiliar with Hurst Review Services, that's an NCLEX review company that teaches nursing students in the United States and in Canada how to pass their NCLEX the first time. I'm also the creator of nursingforall.com, which is a nursing and lifestyle blog that's geared toward motivating and encouraging nursing students. And as you can see from that other picture up there, I am huge on family. That's my husband, DJ Tracy, and our son, Tracy the kid. All right, now, since you're a little bit familiar with me, let's talk about this calendar. Okay, so you may be wondering why you even need a calendar. Okay, so I've got 3 bullet points on here that we're going to talk about. And the first is that you absolutely need a way to stay organized. A lot of you think, okay, I'm just going to wing it, I'm going to remember. But the truth is that nursing school can be so overwhelming that you really need a functional way to remember everything that you've got going on. Hey, now, the next bullet point says that you've got more than nursing school going on, and that's true, is that, almost everybody has other things in life that they've got to deal with. Maybe you've got kids, maybe you've got a spouse, maybe you have a job, and you need to keep up with all of those activities of life along with the assignments that you have to do for nursing school. And you need a way to slice the cake. Okay, so let me explain what I mean by this. Is that in nursing school, 9 times out of 10, your instructors are going to give you a syllabus. Okay, and in this syllabus, they've got all of your assignments and the due dates that they expect these assignments to be turned in, by. And in certain programs, you may be taking more than one course. So that means you're going to have multiple assignments due on, maybe even on the same day. So you're going to need to figure out, how in the world do I keep up with all of this stuff? Even if it's in different places, I need to be able to keep up with it in one place. Well, another thing is that, have you ever looked at that syllabus and gotten completely overwhelmed? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have. Okay, you see all these assignments you have to do. You're trying to figure out, how in the world are you going to turn all of this stuff in? And the truth is that you don't have to look at it that way. A lot of you are looking at the big picture. Okay, so if somebody told you, hey, I'm going to give you a whole sheet cake and I need you to eat this entire sheet cake, you're going to get completely overwhelmed trying to figure out, how in the world am I going to eat all this cake at one time? Well, nobody said you had to eat all of it at once. The goal is to cut it in slices and eat it a slice at a time. If somebody gave you a slice of cake, you could probably figure out how to eat that slice of cake, right? Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to take that entire cake and we're going to put it into slices and show you how to look at assignments one assignment at a time. That way you don't get completely overwhelmed by trying to look at the big picture. Okay, so I found this quote and I really, really like it because for some odd reason it seems to explain nursing school extremely well. And it says, life has many ways of testing a person's will, either by having nothing happen at all or by having everything happen all at once. And I mean, it looks like my person Paolo totally got this right. Is that in nursing school, everything is going to seem to happen all at once, and it's going to completely test your will. And so what we want to do is we want to look at this and try to figure out, how in the world can I overcome this and not get completely overwhelmed. All right, so many dates. Okay, so you got lots of options here, guys. And the number one thing that I want to point out is that I'm not telling you that this is the way you have to do this. Is that you have so many options when it comes to a student calendar that, I mean, really the possibilities are pretty much endless. But I'm going to talk to you about these 3 ways and my most important way that worked for me and my most favorite way that worked for me. Okay, so first you've got print. you can, easily go online and print you a student calendar. You can type it out online, you can print it, and that's just, super easy. The only thing I don't like about print calendars is that they're not flexible. Okay, once it's in print, it's in print. You really can't, do anything other than maybe, you know, white it out, or print it again. And so it's not very flexible. So I don't really love this option, but it is an option for you if you like that. Okay, another option is you can purchase one. There's lots of planners out there. There's lots of student calendars that you can get and purchase. And I've got one. I like to use my purchase calendar all the time. But again, the thing I don't like about it is that it's pretty much set how it is that the layout is the same. You can't manipulate it. There's nothing you can do. Hey, and then the last option, which is by far my favorite, is hey, make it, create it. Okay, you can create your own student calendar. And guys, I'm going to show you an example of what a created student calendar looks like. And the funny thing is that I have done mine in markers and pens just because I'm very colorful and I like to use color. But this is as simple as getting a piece of paper and a pencil and making this either weekly or daily with a pencil and a piece of paper, and you can manipulate it easily. Hey, if something changes, just erase it and change it yourself. So we're going to look at what this looks like. Okay, guys, so here we go. This is an example of a functional student calendar. And I know some of you are looking at this going, is that it? Yeah, this is literally it. And see, as you can see, I put mine in lots of different colors. But if you want to make it even more functional, literally all this is a piece of notebook paper and a pencil. So when things change, and I can guarantee you that they're going to change sometimes, is that you're going to want to be able to move things around on your calendar. And the best way to do that is if you put it in pencil, all you have to do is erase and start over. Okay, so if you're looking at this calendar, all I did is I just pretended and I made up a calendar. And you see it starts from 6 a.m. and I go to 10 p.m. Now, some of you, your day is going to start before 6 a.m. And some of you, your day is going to end well after 10 p.m. I just put these because that's just common times. Okay, so one thing I want you to notice is that in this pretend calendar, I have class from 9 a.m. to noon, and then I have class again from 1 until 4. All right, so those times are automatically blocked off for class. And as you can also see, I don't have class until 9, but do you see that my day gets started at 6? You see, I'm not staying in the bed until the last minute, jumping up, getting ready to go to class. I'm including some self-care items in this time. I'm also including some study time. So guys, if your day starts a little bit later, utilize some of that earlier part of the day to get up and do some things that you might need to do not only for yourself, but maybe if you've got children that need to, get ready and go to school, get them off to school and do those things. Okay, so I've got some self-care things in there. And then you see, before I actually start class at 9, if I want to, I can go on and go to school at 8 and I can study. I can read those chapters 43 and 44 to prepare for my class that's going to be at 9 o'clock. So you see, I'm using my free time. I'm using it wisely. I'm using that time to get something done, to actually get ahead and be prepared for class. All right. You see, at lunch, I'm also using my lunchtime wisely. I got an errand I need to run, and y'all already know the bank doesn't stay open all day. So I'm using my lunchtime to run to the bank. And then I'm going to be in class, and then I'm going to do my online assignment number 2 when I get out of class. You see, I'm free. I'm out of class. I don't have anything else to do except for go to dinner with friends at 6:45. Well, before I ever go, let me work on this online assignment and get it done. That way, once I get home from my dinner with my friends, then I've only got to take a shower, and then I can go ahead and start researching some resources for a paper that I have to write. Okay, and then I'm going to go to bed. All right, now before we talk about that what's due section, I want to point out something really, really big in this daily calendar. You see, there might be a chance either during the 9 to 12 class or the 1 to 4 class that I get out of class early. Okay, so I've got some options here. If I get out of class early, you have a choice to make. You can either go and run to the mall and do something that you want to do, spend some money, go shopping, do some self-care things, or you can study, or you can do an assignment that you've got coming up and get ahead. And I always recommend that last one always to students, because the further you get ahead, toward the end of your week, the more free time you have. Now, I would rather have more free time during the end of the week than I would at the beginning of the week, because let's just face it, the weekend's coming. The more free time I have available on the weekend, the better. Okay, so I'm going to use that time out where they like maybe let me get out of class early. I'm going to stay on campus and I'm going to go ahead and get some work done. That way, by the end of the week, hey, I've got some things accomplished here. Okay, now, that what's due soon section is very, very important. What I'm doing is I'm giving myself a snapshot of what's to come. Okay, so this gives me an idea of what I need to be working on. You see, one of the most stressful things, and one of the things that actually causes a lot of stress for nursing students, is that they procrastinate. And I can speak from example here because I know for a fact I was a procrastinator when I was in nursing school. And when you procrastinate, you actually get yourself into a whole lot of trouble. And then all of a sudden you got something due and it's due like tomorrow. And it's 10 p.m. and you're sleepy and you're tired and you just want to go to bed. Well, you can't. You really need to get this work done. That way you get, a good grade. So we've got a what's due soon section here that you can keep a running tab of what's coming up and what's going to be due in the days ahead. All right, and then all you do is you make a new day. Okay, every day you're going to put things on this calendar. Okay, and you just turn the page and start over with September 6th or whatever day it's going to be. Now, I know this example of a calendar really doesn't seem like much, and you have to also think of your life situations. This person probably doesn't have much going on. I don't see anything about basketball practice or taking the kids to the doctor for their doctor's appointment. So more than likely, this calendar is made for a single person who doesn't have any children and doesn't have a whole lot of life responsibilities. The fix of this is that this calendar is functional for everybody. No matter what you've got going on, you can plot that into this calendar. If your kids have an appointment, put that on there. If your kids have a basketball game or a ballet practice or whatever, put that on there. That way you know exactly what your whole day looks like. Now, I know some of you don't like things like this because you don't like to plan your life. You're like, I hate calendars because they make me feel like I'm planning out my entire life. Well, the truth is, with nursing school, you kind of have to, especially if you have other responsibilities. Guys, if you don't plan it out, you really lose track of your focus and you really lose track of what you have to do, what you have to accomplish. So this is a very great idea to plot out everything that you have to do. That way you know exactly what you've got going on and you can get things done more effectively and more efficiently. All right, guys, and just like that, that is it. That's all I've got for you. Okay, guys, I really want to know, is there something that you do that I didn't talk about with this calendar? Is there a method that you have that really works? Okay, guys, share it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with sharing it and letting all of your other fellow nursing student population out there in the world know exactly what you do that works for you. And also, if you use a method like this already, let me know how it works for you. And guys, I would love it if you would connect with me. Okay, first of all, please subscribe to this channel because I'd love to connect with you here on YouTube. Also, you can subscribe to my blog at www.nursingforall.com. I'd love to be contacted with you on or connected with you on Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram, and that address for my page is right there. My Instagram handle is AG Nursing for All. And then, of course, I'd love to connect with you on Facebook as well. And so the link to my Facebook page is also there. And that page is AG Nursing for All as well. Okay, so guys, I would love to, talk with you soon. So just let me know what you think. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And as always, let me know what you want to see. What videos do you want me to do in the future? Guys, have a good one. Peace out, players.